Has it started? I haven't seen any. Oh, there we go.
Yep. All right.
Hey, it's Zach Keeping here from SSW, and welcome to the SSW Rewards Sprint Review and Planning. So let's jump right into it. So this is for Sprint 52. For this sprint, we had two sort of main sprint goals. Both were pretty important. One was optimizing the log analytics usage on Azure because the sysadmins were complaining about how expensive this was. And that was done. So that's good. And another one
What was the
was
problem with that? What was it? What was it logging that it shouldn't have been logging?
so basically it was logging every SQL query, and because we have Hangfire, which does a lot of constant queries to the database, it meant that
Right.
was just constantly being logged, and that really blew out. Um, but yeah, so we cut that down. So that's I think like something like 75% reduced. So pretty huge
Right.
cut there.
Were you the one that implemented the log analytics?
No, I think I think the sysadmins implemented it a while back. There were two issues there. One was that we did have two duplicate log analytics. One that was set up in the bicep. I think Ozair did it a while back, and one that I think was set up by the sysadmins. So there was two going on that were recording separate things. So I've consolidated that into the one, and in code cut down on a lot of the logging. So it's
Okay.
yeah.
Did you need any help with the bicep stuff?
No, it was all pretty straightforward.
All right. Okay.
Cool. And yep, so the other sprint goal was updating the app to support 16 kilobyte memory page size. This was a requirement by Google. So basically old apps that don't support this were no longer going to be updated or allowed to be updated in the Play Store going forward. And that cutoff was, I think, end of this month, something like that. You could request to extend it, but that was the kind of the basic deadline they'd set. And that's done as well. So now all our updates should be updated on the Play Store without any issues going forward.
And what was the size before?
Was it 4? Is that right, JK? Do you know?
Okay.
Don't remember at the moment.
I think it was 4. Yep.
Okay.
So cool. So this was, as I said, Sprint 52. The sprint duration, this was a weird one because it basically stretched over 4 weeks, but it was in the end really only 18.5 man days. We didn't really get JK a lot, and I've been around the place. So I've had leave as well, so it's a bit of a weird sprint, but hopefully going forward, these should be a bit more straightforward. Product owners, Hugo, attendees, I'll add JK here. So Zach, Hugo, Adam, and JK. Yep, so here's our timesheet data, and this is basically over those 4 weeks. Again, it was mostly me, 112 hours, and JK had 36. And what got done? So we had a fair few dones. I'll point out a few important ones. Well, the two main ones I've already gone over with optimizing the log analytics and reducing the page size. I'll show a quick example of log analytics to show how much that has dropped. So yeah, you can kind of see the point where we made these changes. For reference, all these red ones that we see now were part of the other separate log analytics. So now that's combined into this one. So basically everything that was an app dependency here, which was making up a majority of the storage costs, was cut to basically near zero. And all that's left now is the Azure Diagnostics, which is basically just audit data that the sysadmins want.
Right. Can I just check who has liked this done? Can I just see? No one? Okay.
Oh.
Hugo, can you put in the chat for me? I will ask the sysadmins to give it a like so I know they've seen it.
Yep. Sure.
Cool. Yep. And so that the top one here is production, and the second one here is staging. which is dropped to basically near zero because it doesn't have all the same auditing that sysadmins have set up for the production one.
Okay.
So yeah, this should be much cheaper going forward.
Okay. Hugo, just in the subjects, in the figures there, you can say one says usage on prod. I would just put prod log, and then it's consistent with the figure below, which says staging log.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions for this?
No, I'd also put that note that's in the figure on a fresh line. Okay. All right. Cool. That's great.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yep. So the other one, getting the page size updated. So yeah. So basically, we've done a deployment to Google, and that's all working. They're not complaining anymore. So yeah, shouldn't be stopped going forward. And another one to point out was notifications. So basically adding a way to notify users of a new quiz, and that's been implemented. I'll show a quick screenshot of that here.
Quiz. Oh, new AI quizzes, is that right?
Yep. So now if you basically go to add a new quiz, there's a new check mark that's on by default where it says notify users about this quiz. And effectively, if you go save and you've completed the whole quiz, the user will get a notification saying, hey, we've got this new quiz. It's, whatever the name is, come check it out. This also works for updated quizzes, which if you go in and update a previous quiz and say you want to change the questions around or add some new ones, it won't be ticked by default, but you can optionally notify users to say, hey, this quiz has been updated, come have a look. Maybe you've left that in the past and now we've got new questions, whatever you want. But yeah, hopefully this gives us some sort of visibility of new quizzes for users and hopefully drive some more engagement. But yeah, that's basically it. Any questions for this one?
Who did the testing of this once it was done?
Just myself. That was just with the staging environment.
Okay. I probably would have, once you were happy with it and you wanted to roll it out, I would have called anybody and said, look, just go to this URL and I'm just going to watch you enter a new quiz and tell me any problems.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit hard with the staging because you got to get the right device keys and everything set up, and
but you can give them your screen and you can give them, ask them to request remote control. But you cannot deploy stuff without another person giving a thumbs up. Yeah, I just added a new quiz, and just write it down here in this. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. I don't think you should ever finish a feature and say I tested my own work.
Yep. Okay.
Like, I never see anyone in Sydney do stuff like that. It's been drilled into them. All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Noted. Cool.
So what you should jot down is to get someone to test that and then say, on Monday I got someone to test it. It's all okay.
Yeah. Let me just create a quick note.
Or if it's super quick, JK, you can just go to it now and test it. I don't know if it's a long test or a quick test. Anyway.
Okay. Cool.
How can I test it?
Can you test it on prod now? Is it deployed?
I believe so. Yeah, maybe have a look. JK,
can you just go to the URL now and look and see if you're happy with it?
Can I just test it in the application, or do I go to the admin page?
It's in the admin. Let me double check. It might not have come out.
If you deployed it, was it today or before today?
This was a while ago. So this was the 24th.
Then it's probably in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to fix up the course issues and DNS flushes and stuff like that, so it should be in.
Okay. Is that all working correctly now?
Give me a moment.
Yep, so it's there now. Just keep in mind, because this is production, so it will send a notification to everyone.
Who's everyone?
Basically everyone who's accepted notifications in the app. But yeah, if you go to staging, you'd probably need to just make sure, yeah, your keys are all set up for the staging environment.
Yeah, I don't have any devices right now on staging. We deployed to beta testing. That one still have production notifications because we don't have a separate channel for staging. We would need to have a separate application for that.
Yeah. Okay, maybe on Monday we can go through it together and test this.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so any other questions for this sprint?
Yeah, we'll ask some questions. I know that JK's been busy on AI projects for clients, but are the 2 videos I've asked him for listed here in this list?
No, I barely managed to do progress on the UI changes. I'm currently at version 3.3 and there's still some issues on the inputs. I can't make all of them easily white as per spec.
Right.
I managed to make the
yeah, I understand you might have some problems. I want to check that the 2 videos are in this sprint because they don't look to be, and that worries me a little.
It's part of the V3 UI UX mobile notification UX improvement V3.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently at version 3.3 and working on 3.4.
Okay. All right. Okay. So in the plan ahead, Hugo, can you just look at it? Look at the backlog that's for the next one and see if it's clear. There's 2 videos. They should be in the title name, so they should be easy to get to. Do you remember what the 2 videos are for JK?
This one should be in progress. It's first off, the pull request moved it to done. But yeah, for the videos, one is for the notification UX changes, and the other one is to show how notification sending works through my device, which I need to figure out how to actually cast my Android to macOS. I might need to borrow someone Windows machine or something like that because I can't do that in production.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a logistical problem I need to figure out.
So there's 2 videos that I want. One's for the notification UX, and what's the other one?
It's for how the notification system works.
No, that's one. So there's one video for the notifications, right? And there's another video. Do you remember what it's for? Because you should remember. I shouldn't have to remember because there's a million things I'm doing, and you're only doing 2 videos for your boss.
I mean, a lot more than that, but
okay, that's right.
I don't remember. I thought those 2 videos were separate.
No. The other one is getting the screen up and running. So there is a screen that you meant to show at a conference.
The mobile leaderboard?
Yes, that's right. And so, of course, we just did a conference, and I definitely noticed that it wasn't there. And I go, oh my God, it's missing. But I understood you're busy on client work. But I just more worried that you've lost what the reason of the video is for.
Yeah, apologies, but the video describing the mobile leaderboard is part of the document for setting up the booth. So the video is there. The update video requires about 2 to 4 days in order to implement all of the feature requests. So that would not happen.
Yes. And that's part of the pain. When you do a video, you will get feedback on the UX and other things. And, you know, Zach will give you feedback. Hugo will give you feedback. I'm sure Wixie would give you feedback. Jean would give you feedback because they would be agreeing to implement that leaderboard and following the instructions when they arrive at a conference. Okay.
Yeah, but right now I cannot record the video because there is no changes from the last time that I got feedback.
Yeah, that's right. And you got to do the changes, but I just want those 2 videos on the backlog. So they've got to be on the backlog. Maybe they're not on the sprint backlog, but they've got to be on the backlog. And they've got to have the word video. Video #1 and video #2, I think. So you can you don't forget them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have enough time to actually do those work now because there might be a little bit of break from client work.
Okay. Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, great. All right. So Hugo, just maybe what we need to do is put some important emojis on those 2, like the crown.
I've taken notes. I'll do that.
The crown emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I would just fix the 2 up and throw them in the chat and check that JK is happy with them so that they can be on the planning.
Right.
Okay.
I need to find the second one then.
Yeah. And just remember your audience, JK. The audience are stressed out developers attending, say, an NDC conference. And now they have to, oh, goodness, I have to send out a notification so everyone comes to the booth. And, you know, and before that, they follow this. I've got to set up this thing on the TV, on a laptop, so they can see the leaderboard and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I thought that the video that is already in document is sufficient, but it doesn't have the UX fixes yet in it.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but as a general summary for these sprint items here, a lot of the main work was done, but again, because JK was away for a lot of it, there's still some to-dos and in progress that haven't been completed just yet. And yeah, some have been moved to the next sprint, but we'll get over that when we get to it. Any other questions in regards to this?
No.
All right, cool. Next, do the sprint burn up. This is a big chart because it's stretching over about a month, but as you can see, we've kind of had some sort of steady progress and then a bit of a break. I think mostly that was when I was away, and then a bit of an uptick there. We probably did about half of the sprint, again, because people have been away and whatnot. But yeah, that's the gist of the burn up. Code coverage. Not available because I don't really have many tests in the app, unfortunately. Hopefully in the future we can start implementing a test suite, but at the moment, nothing to really go over there.
Okay, I think we'll get to the AI tools in a sec, but are you using Cursor or Copilot?
Me, I'm using Copilot.
Okay. Would it be worth seeing if, you know, in the next sprint you could use it to get a few fragile tests implemented for the most fragile code in the system, and then see what it tells us was the most fragile code that now has unit tests?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Hugo, can you jot that down, please? Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe Hugo, you can do a yak shave after all this.
Yeah, I'll take notes and we'll yak shave this.
Yeah, it'd be good to actually get some good testing in there. Yep. So overall burn up, it's moving up, which is good. In terms of completed items, not too many added items, so we are slightly outpacing it. As a general metric, we had 5 new PBIs. 1 was with the Yak Shaver label, so 20%. We had 11 completed PBIs, so that's a net change of -6. So again, a nice trend in the right direction, better than the other way. Any questions in regards to these?
I just want you to know this is the lowest number I've ever seen for PBIs with Yak Shaver. Every team has a lot, you know, this is a very tiny project. but you could really have a much better set of numbers. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's added much new ones. I don't think I've created any new buzz. Oh, I did create one recently. I guess
and I bet you didn't use Yak Shaver. So just remember, you're about to do one. You're about to add a PBI. Consider, calling JK. Hey, can you be in my Yak Shaver? I'm just about to add a new feature. Or if he's busy, try Anton. If they're both busy, try me, and I'll be in the Yak Shaver. Okay.
Okay. No worries. JK, do you want to take over these parts?
Yeah, for the I think for the AI part is down below. You want to sorry. Yeah, for the build pipeline, we had a few production deployments. One for the mobile app. There's a few for the APIs. We had to do some fixing on the DNS and DNS flash as well as course issues. So I had to make a few deployments for that, to beta test flights, and one admin portal deployment. Although, are you sure it's only one? I think it should be 3.
I only saw one. I could be wrong.
Yeah, maybe I've done just one, but I thought that I'd done more than just one. Yeah, maybe
one successful. Yeah, I think it's just the one there.
Okay. I thought there were more. No worries. Let's move on. Then we have errors. We have 100 errors. The server response seems to be doing fine. Let's move forward. We have no crashes on our phone. That's great.
Yep. So yeah, iOS we've had none, which is great. Not many active users. It says 1 since yesterday, which isn't nothing, but yeah, we shouldn't really expect too much outside of the conference. On Android, we did have a few. I did create a bug for one of these. I'm not too sure what the actual problem is. It was the actual crash report is a kind of low-level Java report, so I'll have to dig into this a bit. We've added it to the next sprint, so I'll dig into that next week. Yeah, any questions for any of these?
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, and for the Copilot stats, mostly we had Zach and Hugo speaking. I was on a different client meeting, so I wasn't able to join. And the note for the from Copilot, the highlight, if you scroll a little bit lower.
Yep.
The main action was Zach will take care of JK's PBIs if JK is unavailable, which should be available next week, focusing on adding a rule and updating documentation for the Earn tab and investigate the Android crash bug. Hugo will ping Joffrey about his 2 PBIs and update the backlog depending on Joffrey's availability. Both will review priorities with Adam for future roadmap and backlog items. Essentially, especially regarding design input for social media features and overall strategy for rewards. Does that summary sound good, Zach?
Yep. I think it's pretty much correct.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, awesome. That's great. I will tell you that it's good that AI is accurate. However, I know, Hugo, you are a new product owner. You really want to be in sync with the important stakeholders, in this case, me, prior to the sprint review. You don't want to say that you'll be reviewing that after. Often, like the Yak Shaver team, they give me a call before, like Callum is checking, hey, okay, for this sprint, we got this done and we're going to be working on this. Is that about right? And I'll say, no, what about this? And you go, oh, yeah, all right, yeah, I forgot about that. The team do the same thing, eagle eye. So we should get in sync the day before so that you already know. And, for example, I would hope it would say, look, for the next sprint, Hugo wants to make sure that there is some item in the brainstorming that's coming up, if there is. We want to check that that the QR code scanning is easy to white label. We are trying to work out a way of making sure the employees are doing the quizzes, and Zach needs to contact Michaela to do an audit just of the delete buttons, which she's done on all the other apps. Okay, something like that. But we would be you and I would be up to date, and then Zach and JK would know what to work on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, cool. Moving on. R&D, did we do any experimental work? I guess I had some experimentation with K6 for our load testing. It's kind of an ongoing PBI. AI
I have never
tools.
seen a load testing PBI to try K6. If it is, it should be added, and I should know about it. And when you've done your test with it, you give us a call and tell us how it went.
Okay, yeah, it's in one of the in progress items here to add load testing. But yeah, it's not complete just yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll continue with that and see how we go.
All right, cool.
Cool. AI use. This is just me because I was on the call earlier, but just for me, it's mostly just GitHub Copilot with GPT-5 and Yakshaver. Did you want to add anything here, JK? Well, I've got you.
Yeah, I used Gemini CLI, Codex CLI, GitHub Copilot with Sonnet 4.5.
And Yakshaver?
And Yakshaver.
Now, are you doing any work, or are you just giving AI everything to do?
There's so much work.
It's
actually hard to. It's hard to delegate all of the AIs at the same time, and when it comes to UI, it's almost better if I do it myself because I'm not sure what's wrong, but yeah, it's a complete disaster.
I know you are technically interested in AI. Maybe trying 3 is a lot. Maybe just try 2 in a sprint and make sure you remember what the actual tasks that you meant to get done are, because you don't really need a lot of AI to get your main task done.
This is in the span of 4 weeks, so it's
right. Fair. Okay, fair enough.
Looks like. Hi everyone, I'm JK from SSW.
Right,
I'm watching your video on the side as well.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Hugo, would you like to take over for the retro part?
Yeah, sure. So for the retro, Adam, what went well? Well, we started working again on rewards. It's been a while since anyone has touched it, so it's nice to get it running again. We've updated the Android app so it's compliant, and we can continue updating it on the Play Store. And we've also optimized the log usage, so sysadmins will be happy about that. Now, what didn't go so well? Yep.
I will say yes. I want to give an extra plus. I'm very happy about the sprint review. I think it's great, and I'm just happy that we're back on. Okay.
Yep, we can add this to the 120.
Just a +1 on number 1, really.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yep.
Now, what didn't go so well? Well, JK didn't have much time to work on rewards these past weeks. But as he said, he'll be back next week, so it'll be nice. And it was a bit of a sporadic sprint, stretch over a few weeks. Zach was on leave at some point, so yeah, it was a bit weird, but we still managed to get stuff done, so that's great. Now, what improvements will be made? I guess it would be nice to be able to keep the sprints to a week if we could. So yeah, for now, next sprint review is set up for Friday next week, and we'll try to stick to this.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a couple of things in terms of what didn't go well. We ran an AI conference in Brisbane, and rewards wasn't part of it. That was sad for me because I thought it would be, some of the things that we've done in the past, I thought would be incorporated in it. So just be aware, Hugo, when there's another conference coming up, to make sure that everything's there.
Can you be more specific? What was missing?
Oh, I thought that we would be saying, all right, so you have to, like, when we run a booth and we have rewards and people are coming, they want these prizes. So they want the merch. So they ask, how do I get the merch? And you do all this.
Yeah.
And at the conferences, we've seen lots of people scanning each other because they want the merch. Because they didn't want anything, they weren't scanning each other.
So next time we want to have a booth, so we can do that.
We want to have the leaderboard up on the screens. We want to be sending out a notification at 4 p.m. All the normal stuff that happens at every event didn't happen.
Yeah. So the difference here was that the main screen was showing the agenda for the event.
Yes,
so we would either have to sacrifice that or have additional screens where we would have the screens. But I believe we can push this for a broader conversations for the SSW events in the office.
Yeah, look, they can look at their agenda on their phones. We could do that. We could rotate it. We can have the conversation about it. That's the important thing. We work out what's going on. Like, we've done so many retros after so many events. I thought that this stuff was now solid, but then it wasn't. Yep.
Yeah. It didn't pop out. Nobody considered that because putting the agenda for the conference made sense.
Yes, I'm not saying that doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense is rewards was killed, but there was no conversation about it.
Yeah, let's have a separate conversation for that.
Sure. All right. Now, just the other thing, in the other sprint reviews, we look at who's used the app the most, like who's used Tina the most, or who's used Yakshaver the most, which people outside the team. So we don't look at your stats, Zach, or JK's or Hugo's. We look at everybody else in the company. So hopefully we will end up adding that leaderboard into this sprint review.
Yeah.
Have a look at how it's done on Yakshaver and copy it into this one. And if you can do it before pressing send, then do that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we can look into that.
And the other thing that is missing from this, that's on other ones, is the roadmap. So the big ticket items are listed in this. So yeah, I'd just put one more and say the roadmap should be listed on this email like the others, like Yakshaver. Just put in brackets, review Yakshaver's last sprint review and have a look. I put to do Zach review last. Yep.
Okay.
And see how you say on this email? I'd put the same words on the one above, on this email. Should be incorporated on this email, or should be listed on this email. When you say leaderboard, I'd add the word usage before it, because we want to know who's using it.
Okay. Leaderboard. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
I think it'll go into the next sprint, but I definitely want you to review the brainstorming stuff that's coming up to see if there is anything in there that it would be best to add the feature into Yakshaver, into SSW rewards.
Yep. Cool. All right. So if there's anything else, we can move on to the
that's good.
Forecast. Yep, we're good. Cool. So let's move on to the forecast for Sprint 53. Yep. So for Sprint 53, we have 2 main sprint goals set. The main one being to implement the full offline support. So that's mostly just implementing, I think, it's the earn page, getting that working offline. I think that's the only page that's remaining in the app.
I'm going to tell you that is not as important as the other ones we've talked about. The notifications video is way more important. The TV with leaderboard video is more important. Maybe JK wants to do it because it's nearly done, and maybe that's a good reason.
Saying this.
Say again.
If I would be part of the meeting, I would say that that's not what you wanted.
Yeah. So sorry, that offline can, like, I do want offline, but it's not important. Yeah, so I'd fix that up before sending it. And let's put the notification video, which means he has to fix up the notification UX. Now, just by the way, like the way that the PBI should work is, and I noticed when I looked at your video during the sprint, JK, in the description of every video we make at SSW, we put the version number. We don't put in the title of the video, we put in the description and what tool we use to record, OBS or Clipchamp or whatever. And your goal is for the sprint to do a new version and get it viewed, right? So that you don't have to keep reopening the same PBI. You can, but another one is just, you agree on what's going to be done and you do it, and then you show the video and you get new requirements, and that becomes a new PBI. So they're 2 different videos: notification video, new line, leaderboard video. Don't combine things, because if JK does one but not the other, then that would be a problem. Okay. And the other thing that I would like you to do, Zach, is contact Michaela to get her to do a UX audit of the destructive buttons, the delete buttons, right?
Okay.
So she will do that, and she'll give you a few yak shows, which you'll do. Okay. So the first 2, you can put in brackets JK and Zach. But obviously, if JK needs help with things, you can help him.
Okay. Are you saying we should replace this one with...
No, you can keep that. Yep, but after that guy, the delete buttons with Michaela.
Okay. Wait, is that correct, Michaela?
Just say UX delete buttons - get Michaela's help.
Okay.
Yeah, and obviously you'll have to fix the sprint flow.
Yeah, I'll fix up these links.
Yeah.
Adam, just to be clear, regarding the leaderboard videos, there's a few days of work in them, which means that I might not be able to complete all of them in this sprint. Is a partial done video okay?
Let's just say that let's just say that you want to do some stuff on the leaderboard. You could ask Zach to be helping you on that, if that's going to enable you to get the video done. And no, I don't want the video done until you've done the items we talked about in the last time. There's no point.
Yeah, it's just that it's almost a sprint worth of work for the leaderboard.
Okay. Yeah, look, if you really wanted to and you wanted just to show it, you could do if it's not going to take you very much effort and stress to do a new video, you could.
Yeah, if I do a video now, it's going to be pretty much exactly the same as the one that is already in the document, because there are no changes. So definitely want to do some changes before I do another recording.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right, cool.
Cool. Are we happy with these sprint goals?
Yes, I'm happy. Yes.
Yep, cool. I'll fix up the coloring the link afterwards.
You could put one more thing there, and that's just for get the roadmap sorted, like a conversation. It's just update. It's kind of with Hugo.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
All right. Cool. All good.
Cool. All right. I'll just add JK here. Next sprint review should be on the 14th of November, so that's a week from now. And this is what we currently have as PBIs for this current sprint. Any questions or concerns with this?
I guess we need to update this.
I'd be saying I will update this before sending it, just to be clear.
No.
Yep. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. I'll be updating this this list before we send this out. Cool. Any other questions or concerns for the sprint forecast?
No, it's great. It's awesome.
All right, great. So with that concludes the sprint review for Sprint 52 and Sprint 53 forecast. For reference, this video will be uploaded to the SSW Rewards YouTube channel, where you can go through and see all our previous reviews and other videos that we put up there as well. And with that, this is Zach from SSW signing off.
Thanks, Zach.
Cheers.
Awesome.